Welcome back, people. Thanks for everybody that joined us over on Pap's channel last night. Nice to see the regulars there. Good show as well. And welcome to the subs. Hope you like what I do. I'm not for everybody, but there we go. But on this damp Monday, not cold, but damp. Right, well, let's get into it. Before we get to the main topic, obviously, it's all about the conflict over there in Eastern Europe, but from a different angle. But first, let's get into the rest of the world. You got Canada now, obviously. Trudeau invoked the Emergency Act, but it's been revoked, withdrawn, because it wasn't lawfully put in place, apparently. That's what I've heard. But it has shown now that there was a lot of media hype over there, as we knew. There were lies. I said in the video the other day, the Ottawa police are now releasing the trucks that they impounded or stolen. Because it appears they were towed away illegally in many cases. But a lot of them have been destroyed. The police have just left them with smashed windows. They filled up with snow. They've cut cables, pipes. And they're going to charge these poor truckers to get these trucks back, I expect. But the protest does continue over there. It's not stopped. So I don't think Trudeau will be there much longer. And then we move down a bit into America. Oh, the bumbling Biden. Brain dead. Now, this was one of the most ridiculous statements I've ever heard.
Let me be clear. If you're in a state where hurricanes often strike, like Florida or the Gulf Coast or into Texas, a vital part of preparing for hurricane season is to get vaccinated now. Everything is more complicated if you're not vaccinated and a hurricane or natural disaster hits.
There you go. Hurricanes are coming. They're going to blow your house down. They're going to flood you. They're going to drown you. But don't worry about that. The best way to protect yourself from the hurricane is not your flood defences, not run for your life, not board your homes up. It's get jabbed. That's going to protect you from a hurricane, according to him. Sorry, Biden. I mean, you just need putting somewhere safe for your own good, you do. You really do. But anyway, the big topic, obviously, is Russia and the Ukraine. Lots more reports and news coming out. But I've said before, even from mainstream media, a lot of this cannot be verified, what's coming out. You got Putin and what's his name from the Ukraine making statements. Yeah, you can more or less take them as Jen, but that's about it. There's so much propaganda, misinformation, and there's all sorts coming out. I mean, there's reports now, particularly in mainstream media, of normal Russian citizens protesting against the war, being arrested by the hundreds on the streets. Against the war, they don't know what's happening with the financial side. They know Russia's been cut off, and before Putin can seize all the money and use it in the war, they're taking all their money out the banks. Defunding the war mechanism. Not that it's going to make any difference to him, but And then there's the, he actually said himself that they've stepped up their defence capabilities. Automatically, everybody read into that, he's gone on nuclear alert. Well, that wouldn't surprise me, and it wouldn't surprise me if they have been from the beginning, to be honest. But that means they've unlocked that little red button, doesn't it? But I don't think even he's that stupid. He knows the outcome of pressing that button. And it'll be the biggest global reset that this world has ever seen. A lot bigger than they were expecting, the entitled and the elite. But I don't think he's that stupid, and I don't think we need to worry on that account. But the one that really interests me, which I picked up on, is the ghost of Kiev. Now, this is the name that's been given to an unknown, allegedly Ukrainian fighter pilot who's been single-handedly decimating anything that the Russians dare fly over the place. And he's been given the honour title of fighter ace. Now, I know many of you know this out there. Some of you, in particular one, is from an aviation background. But a fighter ace is a title that's given to a fighter pilot who's had 5 or more kills in combat, in action. It's a tradition in all air forces around the world. Been there for years. Now, the BBC put this out the other day, saying this is, he's the first fighter ace since World War II. You're wrong. There was more than a few in Korea, Vietnam. I think there was even 1 or 2 in the Gulf. So you're way out of step there, BBC. Way offline. Not fact checking, did you? But they're saying now, a few reports coming out, again unverified, that this was basically just a very, very clever bit of manipulation of propaganda to help increase morale, scare the Russian pilots. And I'm going with bullshit on this. That's my opinion. I think it was all hype. As we know, if people have got a hero, they will follow. And where they follow, they will fight. At the end of the day, there's no winners in war. Except the criminals on the black markets and things. But there are no winners in war. And whichever way this one ends up, everybody's going to lose by it. If Russia takes the Ukraine, Russia's going to get cut off from the rest of the world. If the Ukraine push them back, they're just going to sit there on their borders, and it's going to be a constant stare-off. You know, look at North and South Korea. How long's that been going on? Exactly the same. But where are the Chinese going to go with this? They're backing away from everything there. Are they hoping that they're going to get Russian backing if they want to invade Taiwan? That's what some people are saying. I haven't seen any proof or anything official about it, but that's just other people's opinions. I haven't got an opinion on that at the moment. But anyway, I'll leave that there for today. I will keep up with things. There's not a lot happening in Parliament at the moment other than discussing that they're still on it now. Obviously, Russia and the Ukraine. It's the ongoing thing at the moment. So, until the next one, people, thank you for your support. My respects to each and every one of you. Welcome to the new subs. There may not be a video tomorrow. First thing in the morning, I've got to go for a tetanus jab. And I know from past experience it's going to make me feel really awful. It did last time, and I got aches and pains and what have you. So I know it's coming. So if there ain't one tomorrow, forgive me for that. That will be the reason why. So until the next one, people, as always, stay safe, stay strong, stay free from tyranny, and look past the propaganda. I'm gone.